As fires continue to ravage northern and central California, we are praying earnestly for all those affected in our Pacific Union community of believers. Hello, I'm Connie Vandeman Jeffrey, and this is All God's People. As of Tuesday, August 25, several Adventist entities and institutions in Northern California were still under evacuation orders due to wildfires that began when an unusual heat wave and storms in the region produced more than 10,000 lightning strikes. At the time of this taping, reports reveal that containment of the LNU lightning complex fire is proceeding slowly, and several of our institutions are still being impacted. Many residents have been evacuated, including those living on and near the campus of Pacific Union College. St. Helena Hospital, part of the Adventist Health Network, has evacuated patients to nearby medical facilities. The LNU lightning complex fire is a group of fires burning in the same region that were sparked by lightning. For a complete update on the fire situation throughout California, go to fire.ca.gov/incidents. And check our bulletin for the latest updates on our members and institutions. Our hearts and prayers go out to our members, students, faculty, and staff who have been affected by the fires. In the midst of the pandemic and firestorms, several conferences and churches are holding virtual prayer retreats, evangelistic series, and even a week of encouragement. 2020 has been a rough year. There's no doubt about that. We could all use a little, well, no, actually a lot of encouragement. From August 1 through 8, Southern California Conference sponsored a virtual week of encouragement. Great preaching, beautiful music, and powerful testimonies encourage members from around the conference and union. Each nightly episode is available on YouTube. The link is in our bulletin. Northern California Conference is hosting a virtual prayer retreat this weekend, August 28 and 29. Co-hosted with the Washington Conference, the keynote speaker is Randy Maxwell, pastor of the Renton, Washington Church. It's entitled, Bring Back the Glory. Details on how you can be a part of this retreat are in our bulletin. A story that I love comes from Hollywood Adventist Church, which sits in the heart of Los Angeles. LA has one of the country's largest homeless populations, and estimates are projecting that COVID-19 will lead to tens of thousands more becoming homeless in LA County. At Hollywood Adventist Church, the Compassion Connection Ministry is well positioned to meet the needs of the community. The Shower of Hope, the Kohler Company, and Adventist Health are all working with the Compassion team to provide mobile showers, staffing, personal care products, and funding to serve the incredible need in the central Los Angeles area. You can read the story in the August Recorder. Thank you, Hollywood Adventist Church, for answering God's call to extend His warm embrace to others. Market Street Church in Oakland, California has found a wonderfully creative way to celebrate communion. On Sabbath, August 22, the church hosted a drive-in communion at Golden State Academy for church members, a socially distanced, safe, and reverent way to commemorate what the Lord did for us. This do in remembrance of me, said the pastor as they prayed over the bread, representing Christ's body. A beautiful service and a wonderful idea for other congregations to do. Thank you, Market Street. There's so much on our hearts and minds. Our children, their schooling, our elderly members, those living in complete isolation, our families, their health and safety, our church, the future and what it will look like, the fires, the pandemic, all these things and so much more. I invite you to join me in asking God to put His hand of protection over all God's people. In Isaiah 40:31, we're reminded, but those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They will soar high on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint. I'm praying for that new strength for you today. I'm praying that all God's people will continue to trust in the Lord and will not grow weary. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you back here next week.